friends, it's Miss Jackie, and today I am going to show you how to make slime. But this isn't any ordinary type of slime. This slime is edible. So let's go ahead and get started. So in this cup I have my powdered sugar. In this cup I have my cornstarch. And of course I have my bowl of gummy bears. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these gummy bears and we're going to put them in the microwave for about 15 to 20 seconds. They won't need any more than that. That'll get them melted down really well. Make sure that when you put these in the microwave to melt them, you have an adult with you. Gummy bears, when we're melting them, can get very hot, and we don't want anyone hurting themselves trying to melt these. So let's see. We're going to put these in the microwave. And when they come out, they are going to come out looking like this. Now, all of your gummy bears may not be totally melted, but all you have to do is mix them together like that. And as you can see, we have some melted gummy bears. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a tablespoon. Now, it's important when you use a tablespoon to make sure it says TBS on it. A tablespoon is a bigger spoon like this. There's a little spoon that's a teaspoon, and we don't want a teaspoon, we want the tablespoon. So make sure you're going to look for the TBS. We're going to take this and we're going to add, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of each. I think that's a good mix. So let's see, there's 1 tablespoon, and we're going to add another one. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of our cornstarch. All right, so those are mixed in. So now we're going to mix this together. And you're just gonna wanna mix it together so that it's pretty well blended. You had a multicolor when we melted them, but once you start to mix it, you're gonna tend to just get one color. So just mix it in until you feel that it's pretty well blended, and then we're going to pick it up with our hands. So let us do this. It might be a little hard because we are dealing with melted gummy bears. It might get a little messy. You might lose some of your powdered sugar and cornstarch, but that's all right. What's the fun in doing some crafts if you can't get a little messy? So let's go ahead and get started on mixing this. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty mixed in. I can tell it's not fully because it's still sticking to my fork, but it looks like what's gonna have to happen is I'm gonna have to really start to knead it to get it in. So more than likely, when I pick this up, it's gonna stick to my hands a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more cornstarch on top of that, just so I can do that. And then I'm gonna put some more powdered sugar on top of that as well. When you start to do this, you might want to have a second person with you because it's probably going to be hard when you pick this up and to put any more on there. So let us see how sticky this is going to be. We're going to move our fork over here. And you know what else I'm going to do? Sometimes when we make things that are sticky, if you've ever made like bread or cookies, you might put a little bit of flour on the cutting board, and it helps a little to put it on your hands. It might kind of get that stickiness, not so much to stick to your fingers. We'll see if it works. Here we go. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to start kneading it. And what kneading means is to push it together like this. So you can still see it's a little sticky. We got a streak of green in there when Gummy Bear survived. So this is the sticky part. And we're gonna try and really mix in as much cornstarch and icing sugar into the entire thing, so that way it's not so sticky when you start to play with it. And then we can use our bowl, all the excess we have down there, to put it on there. All right, let's go ahead and start kneading this. You can tell it's definitely a little too sticky. So we're just gonna keep kneading, keep adding more and more of the cornstarch and the icing sugar or the powdered sugar. And then when it's fully combined, let's see if we can get some fun slime. All right, so there we go. We have our slime. It's not as sticky. There might be a few sticky parts, but the more you play with it, the less sticky it's going to be. But we are all done, and that's our slime. And that is how we make slime. If your slime is a little bit tough and it's not stretching quite as well, add a little bit of coconut oil to it, and it'll help give it more of a stretch. Don't add too much coconut oil or it's going to ruin your slime. So just put a little bit in, mix it up, and see what it does. If you feel the need to add more, you can. I had fun today making something that is super stretchy, super delicious, and super messy. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have an amazingly fantastic day. Bye.